Hey everyone, this is Joe with Southeastern Frontiers, and today I'm going to share with you my favorite trail. When Crow over at As the Crow Flies Hiking challenged the community to post videos on their favorite trail, I didn't know where to begin. My favorite trail is always the next one I'm hiking. But when I sat down and listed out options, I realized that several of my favorite trails are in one place, the Sipsey Wilderness of Northwest Alabama. The Sipsey Wilderness means so much to me that I've created my own custom high-quality maps of the Sipsey Wilderness, and I'll include a link down below in the description to those maps. There you can find an overview map of the entire Sipsey Wilderness, as well as zoomed in details of some of the areas that are some of my favorites. But in all of the Sipsey Wilderness, my favorite hike by far is the Big Tree Loop. The Big Tree Loop Trail is about a 12-mile round-trip loop that you could do as a day hike if you really wanted to, but you would miss the very best parts. You need to slow down, take your time, really enjoy this amazing place. So I like to do this as a leisurely one-night backpacking trip. Some of the highlights along the way include Ship's Rock and the Needle's Eye, where you can crawl through a hole in a cliff from one valley into the other. Very cool. In the winter, the Sipsey Branch of the Black Warrior River is amazing. It just roars with life, wild and free. And of course, there's the Big Tree itself, the largest tree in Alabama. But there is also so much more to see around every turn. I've done this hike many times in the last 10 years, and recently I've taken some friends along to show them how amazing this place really is. I'll put a link to the full video of that trip up here, but today I'm going to show you some of the highlights of this trail. I'm not really a talker. I don't like to talk too much in my videos. This is really hard for me. But so let me get right down to it and start showing you my favorite trail. So this is the Thompson Creek. We're going to be following it for a while. All right, we start the trail out going down 206, which will take us down to the Ship's Rock and Eye of the Needle. Off we go. This is one way to go through Eye of the Needle. It's a little challenging for me. My boys like to go that way. I take a route over there that's a little bit easier. So to me, this is an easier way to get through. It's smaller in diameter. I have to take my pack off, but I can crawl through there anyway. Nice. Here we are, crawling through.
We made it!
Woohoo! So this is the other side. It's a different world on this side. Here's the crack, right along here. Buddy, do you have the guts to walk along? So we're looking for the famed Saltpeter Cave, or Saltpeter Mine, where during the Civil War they mined saltpeter out of this crack. Yeah, the rock color here is fascinating. I don't know if there's an excess of iron in it or what, but it's kind of purple.
Yeah.
But we think right down there in that the cave down at the bottom of that drop there, goes back about 50 feet, is the saltpeter mine. So very cool. We have found our campsite for the night. We're hanging out under a little overhang on the rocks here. It's a pretty cozy little spot. Just room for 2 tents, and that's it, but it's nice. The sun has gone behind the ridge out there, so it's probably time to start thinking about getting supper going. Enjoying our campfire here this evening. Good morning. It's day 2 on our trip to the Big Tree Loop Trail in the Sipsey Wilderness. So we have just packed up camp and we're heading out. We haven't actually made it to the Big Tree yet, but it's right around the corner. So I'll see you there. Here we are at the biggest tree in Alabama. This is the big tree from the other side. This is the East Bee Branch Falls. Just a trickle today. It's right behind the big tree. And it's pretty cool because you can climb right up to the top of it. This is the top of the little waterfall that's behind the big tree. What a cool view down into the canyon. I've been here in the spring when that's a huge gush of water coming over that instead of this little trickle we have today, but it's still pretty. We have climbed up to the edge of a massive cliff. It is pretty impressive. Wow, this is so cool. Look at this big overhang way up there. Amazing. All right, we have returned to the bridge over the Thompson Creek, and all of our cars are parked out of there. So we have made it all the way around.
Woo! Look excited, Joey.
I am excited.